Toastmasters, guest, president. My name is Chris Clark. First thing I'm going to say today, I'll probably never go after Vincent again. He was pretty good, so that's a tough act to follow. I probably won't look on the, I'll make sure I look on the sheet and make sure he's not going before me or after. As I thought to myself, what was I going to talk about today? I struggled a little bit. I pondered on the idea of getting up here and talking about Gatorade and life at the Brand G, but that's what I always do. I remember the word of the day from James a few weeks ago, talking about dogs, and I really wanted to talk about that, but I couldn't talk more than 2 minutes about dogs, and the only memory I have of dogs is being chased through campus, and there's a little white poodle about this big, and he acted like I stole his girlfriend, and he just chased me around and around, and the owner thought it was the funniest thing, and so did my teammates, so they just let it go on and on and on. So I felt in order to truly improve my public speaking, I had to get up here and talk about something I was uncomfortable with. I've learned to be, at Gatorade, where you learn to be comfortable with the uncomfortable. So I came up with the word why. First and foremost, I think the word why is viewed as negative. As a kid, it's, why do I have to eat my broccoli? Why do I have to go to school? Why can't I go out and play? Why can't I watch Ren and Stimpy on Nickelodeon? I mean, that's the age I grew up in. As a teen, my parents would probably call it the terrible, not the terrible twos, but the terrible teen, meaning me. I wasn't that bad, but I was a little wild. It was, why do I have to come in before 12? Why do I have to bring the car back? Why do you have to sit in the same room and watch the movie while I watch it with my girlfriend? They're probably a little smarter than I was. So then you go to, as an adult, why didn't I get the promotion? Why are people mad at me? Why did this person pass away? So truly speaking about the word why, it's negative. So I thought it'd be cool to take the word why, reshape it, each letter, and have a positive meaning to it, and give it to you guys today. So we'll start with the word, or we'll start with the letter W. Withhold a positive outlook on life. So obviously for Gatorade, I do sales and marketing. So I go talk to colleges and high schools and pro teams, right? But at the end of the day, I figured if the worst thing that happens in my day is someone doesn't buy Gatorade, I'm probably in good shape. You know, when I think about it, there's people who can't eat. They don't know where their next meal's coming from. They can't sleep. They don't have shoes or feet. So at the end of the day, I'm pretty blessed. So when it comes to that, my friends know, if you call me and you're complaining, I'm going to give you the good old Chris Clark. Hey, you're probably doing better. You're doing better than someone else. And they really appreciate that. And when you put it in perspective, it's pretty cool. We'll go on to the H. Have fun. You only have one run at this. So in college, I played college tennis. Before matches, we would sit around the circle and we go through the game plan. And the coach would ask, what's your goal for the day? One guy would say win. One guy would say, I'm going to play hard. One guy said, I'm going to battle. Chris, what's your goal? I said, have fun. Always. I said, always have fun. And he looked at me and said, what the? But then he got used to it. He got used to me saying it, so he's like, okay. Because in my life, I figured if I have fun, all the intangibles take care of everything else. That means if I'm having fun, I'll work hard. I'll play hard. You know, so in my opinion, life is way too short for us to stress about. So I always think to myself, you know, if it's Monday and I want to have a beer, I'm going to go have a beer. If it's Friday and I want to go to New York, I'm going to go to New York. That's why they make credit cards, right? You're young. I swear that's the worst invention ever made. But I feel that's important to me. And then one of my friends always says, and maybe I missed this lesson in college, but he said, he talks about the 80-20 rule. So he said, 80% of the time you spend worrying about things that only happen 20% of the time. So when I thought about that, there's like, why would you worry? There's no worry, just have fun. Live life, live your dreams. The why. Your choices ultimately shape your future. So when I thought about this is something my mom told me. So she said, if you surround yourself with people doing good things at good times, everything's going to work out for you. Everything. It doesn't matter what you're doing, how you're doing it. So I really believe that. In life, if I'm around the right people and I'm doing the right thing, I'm going to go to the right place. You know, and I'm sure everybody's seen in their life at some time you've been exposed to something you shouldn't have. You end up doing something you really didn't want to do. Now, I'm not going to say I'm the perfect child, so I can really speak to that. So, terrible teen. So I have gotten better. So when you think of this, you look at the 3 steps. You look at the W, H, and the Y. Withhold a positive outlook on life. Withhold a positive outlook on life. Have fun while you're doing it. And then the why. I always get this one confused. Your choices ultimately make up what you want to do. All right? I want to leave you with this quote. And if I get it right, I'm unbelievable. So it goes like this. It was one of the quotes we used in college, and I was like, I always remember it. So it says, live life fully each and every day. Experience everything. Take care of yourself and your friends. Go out, have fun, be crazy. Go out and screw up. You probably will anyway, so you might as well enjoy the process. Take the opportunity to learn from your mistakes. Find the cause of your problem and eliminate it. Don't try to be perfect. Just be an excellent example of a human being. The word why. Thank you.